Gezi, huge congratulations. Your third televised title. A really tough day. Played some great stuff. Just sum up how you're feeling for us after that.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit relieved, really. I mean, early on in our game, I thought I was playing brilliant. And then, so the middle part of the game, not give up, but beating myself up and let Rob off, and let him get in front a bit too far. But I stuck in it till the end and, yeah, go over the winner line.
What goes through your mind? Because the semi-final, you were absolutely sensational against Peter, right? And the final, it didn't quite happen. Are you trying to find the answers in your head why that's not happening?
No, I know exactly what it is. And it's myself, beating myself up. I knew that Rob didn't play particularly well in the semi-final. And then when he's playing well against me, I'm just thinking, just my luck. And then beating myself up through the game. I've got to stop doing that and just concentrate on my own game and just expect everybody to play well against me, which they are lately.
This unbeaten run now is quite incredible. 2 Pro Tours, now a televised title. I think it's fair to say that you probably are the best player on Planet Darts right now.
Possibly, but, you know, every game's different, as you've seen in the semi-final to the final. And then, you know, is another European next week. Hopefully I can go and have a good run and possibly win that. But, yeah, I'm just looking forward to the big majors towards the end of the year. And, yeah, that big one, that's the one I want.
Does that still frustrate you, the fact that you haven't got quite over the line in the world? So obviously you got to the semi-final against Peter, it didn't quite happen for you. Is that the real target now, just to perform to your very best there?
Yeah, but the same against Peter in our semi-final was probably the same mentality as I was halfway through that game, and just not giving up, but beating myself up and not at 100%, and I need to learn from those mistakes, and then I'll be a bit better, a bit more consistent all the way through games.
For all you've achieved so far, I think we forget that you haven't been a professional that long. So is it still a learning curve for you every time you play? Yeah,
definitely. That's what I mean. I'm still, like, from today, and I can't just go out and expect things to happen and expect people to play the same every game. Like Rob played not very well in the semis, and to go and play brilliant against me, I just need to expect things like that. And like you said, I'm still learning.
Yes, pleasure as always, champ. Thank you very much and well done.
Always.
Basically, congratulations on the win tonight. That's 3 titles in a row. Do you feel like it's a real message you've sent out to the rest of the field over the last week or so?
Yeah, not only that, it's just a message to myself and a bit more belief. And yeah, I'm quite confident at the moment. I didn't play really well in that game, but to not play well and come through and win that game, yeah, I'm happy.
With every big final and every title, do you feel as though you're really growing in confidence, obviously heading into a really important stage of the season, Grand Prix and your Grand Slam title defence coming up?
Yeah, I mean, the summer series and the autumn series, they're the main ones that get you up for these big events. And for me to have a good run last week was important. You know, if I hadn't won those 2 tournaments, we would have known what sort of player would have turned up, you know, this weekend. But yeah, thankfully I had two really good days the last 2 days, and going into this one as well. But yeah, hopefully a couple more Pro Tours towards the end of the year, and I can just carry it on.
Do you think you showed both sides of your game tonight? Because you saw that fantastic semi-final against Peter, but then in the final you really dug in when you needed to and battled hard.
Yeah, I think a few games in the autumn series, I was up against 3-0 down in one game and came back and won. And the same again against Van der Voort on the last day. I think I was 2 or 3-0 down, and just never give up. I just stick in it till the end, and until that last start goes in, I still believe I can win.
Brilliant, thanks, Gezi. Congratulations tonight.
Gezi, just a quick word on the semi-finals. What were you thinking watching the second semi-final? Because obviously both Rob and James were far from their best.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it, but I knew they weren't playing well. And then James come off and said, "Oh, if you don't win this, blah blah blah." I'm like, I've heard this all before, and I knew that Rob was going to come out firing and to bang that 1-4-4 in at the beginning. I knew I was going to be in for a tough game, and yeah, I shouldn't expect anything less because everybody I played lately is bringing their A game.
Jay alluded to it. It's a very important time of the year with like the Grand Prix and the Grand Slam coming up. And you're probably the form player going into it. Do you think that's a sign for the rest of the field?
I hope so, but you know, I'm confident in myself, in my own game. That's all that matters to me. I'm not worried about what anybody else thinks, but as long as I can keep performing well and be confident in myself, then yeah, I'm happy.
No, cheers, Gezi.
Always.